Okay, so today I'm going to talk about Mark Hollis. I know it has been a while. I had nothing interesting, I didn't find anything interesting to say, so that's why I didn't do a video about Talk and Mark Hollis before. But actually something came to me without me searching for anything. Actually it was a few days ago. In my email box, I am receiving the newsletter by Luke Rhinehart. I hope I pronounce his name well. So Luke Rhinehart is the man who wrote The Dice Man, and The Dice Man is the book which inspired Mark Hollis to write Such a Shame. I already made a video about the book and about the song, actually two videos, that I will link below in the description box. So the other day I was in my bed checking my emails in my mailbox, and I received a newsletter which was on August 7, and the title of the newsletter, I'm sorry if you see that I have some wind in my hair. I have the fan here. I removed it from there because otherwise you hear too much the fan. Maybe you are still hearing it. I am sorry. I tried without, but it's impossible. Maybe I will try again. We will see. And if I'm baking, I will put it back because really, you can't imagine how hot it is in LA. It's so hot that I don't have the AC. So in my house, yesterday I took the the kettle, you know, on my stove. I was not heating the water. Nothing was put on, you know. I took the kettle and I burnt myself, even though it was supposed to be cold. There was no fire, there was nothing, and the kettle was hot because of the heat in the house. No, seriously, I can't do it without the fan. I'm sorry. Just talking about the heat and I'm hot. I walked like, I don't know, several miles outside earlier. It was horrible. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so the name of the newsletter was Article Yesterday about Dice Man Inspired Music and Luke. So I went to see, I'm sorry, I must put my glasses, I see nothing. He's saying Netlex today posted Talk's Such a Shame, their 1984 song inspired by The Dice Man. Talk is just one of about a dozen bands that over the years has created music inspired my book. They include 6 Different Ways by The Cure, Dice Man by The Fall, Random I Am by Milan Collin, Slaughter of the Soul by All the Gates. What is going on here? X, Y, and Z by Pop Will Eat Itself, and Black Diary by Jameson. So I didn't know that other band obviously did use the Dice Man as inspiration for other songs. So the Netlex article talks a bit about the book and added a photo of me when I was writing The Dice Man in Deia, Mallorca in 1970. I look younger in 1970, and for some reason Netlex added Luke Rhinehart 5 golden rules of betting on your life's decision, taken from an old interview from the Sabotage Times. By the way, Such a Shame is an interesting piece of music. And then he writes the link to the article. So the article, when you go on Netlex, I will write all the links in the description box, so you will be able to see. I will write the link to Luke Rhinehart website probably, because I can't put a link on my emails, of course. And I will put the link to the Netlex article. So we see the video Such a Shame. Let me see Yes, it's a YouTube video of Such a Shame. But it's not the original video, okay? And then there is the lyrics, or at least a part of the lyrics of Such a Shame. There is a photo of Dice, then a picture of Luke Rhinehart when he was younger. Actually, I find him more beautiful now than when he was younger. Isn't there a date? Actually, I see 2017, but I don't have the exact date of this article. But you know what? What is interesting is that the Dice Man inspired Tuk Tuk, Mark Hollis. They did a song, Such a Shame. Such a Shame, as the audience, we receive it and we are inspired by the song to do things. For me, for example, I paint, and because of the song we read the book. I will show you the book. So this is the book, and no, that is post-it that I put for specific things, but I'm almost at the end. Yeah, I don't have still a lot to read. I should have finished it since a very long time, but let's say that the end of the book is kind of a little crazy, and I have this thing with books that I like. It's that when I arrive at the end, I slow down because actually I don't want to finish the book, because I don't want to say, okay, it's over, I read the book, I move on. I need to keep it so, but also the end is kind of it's kind of a craziness which goes beyond what you can imagine. I'm not going to say that it made me feel uncomfortable, but it's almost not credible. Anyway, the whole story is not really credible, but when you read the beginning of the book, the theory, the way of how it's built, it's interesting, because you know that we don't do that in life, but it's possible. You can do that in life if you want to. It would be crazy, but it's possible. But when we arrive towards the end of the book, you are like, no, okay, the guy is completely crazy, that is not possible. Or maybe very crazy people do that, I don't know. It seems to me a little too much, you know. But I will finish the book, and anyway I will make a review a proper review when I finish the book. The song pushes us to read the book, to understand the song, and of course there is the curiosity factor. We want to know what is in it. And because of the book, and I was of course curious about the author, the writer, so I'm receiving his newsletter, because this guy is still alive, he's still there around and writing beautiful things. And I receive this newsletter in my email box, and what does he do? He speaks about Mark Hollis and Tuk Tuk, and the circle is back, and now I'm doing a video about that. So I'm talking about Luke Rhinehart, I'm talking about Mark Hollis and Tuk Tuk, I'm talking about the Dice Man, I'm talking about Such a Shame, and we could go on like that. And the factor time doesn't intervene in the story, because you imagine he wrote the book in the 70s, 1970. Then Mark Hollis read the book, did the song in 1984, let's say. And then I listened to the song in 1985, let's say, and then I do videos about that, but in 2014, 15, 16, 17, and probably 18. And then we are in 2017, and he's talking about it still. The guy who made the article on internet and Luke Rhinehart. It's a story without any end. And suddenly I felt like if the craziness of the book is reaching us, and now I'm reaching you and I'm making you crazy about the whole story. Anyway, I thought that it was worth talking about that, and I encourage people to subscribe to Luke Rhinehart newsletter because he's writing really beautiful things. For example, I don't always have the time to read all his newsletter, of course, but sometimes, for example, one that I really liked on old age. When I read that, I'm not exactly at the age he's talking about, but it's coming, you know. We think about these kind of things, but what is interesting is that it's supposed to be sad, but actually it made me smile. It didn't make me cry over that, and I found that so well written and so beautifully written. So I wanted to share that with you and to celebrate the fact that all the arts are influencing and inspiring each other. A book inspires music, music inspires painting, and it's a whole somehow. We are all linked by an inspiration, and the translation of the inspiration may be different, but we are all in this same higher inspiration, I would say. So to let you know, I'm still on my painting. I had a big block during several weeks and I wanted to figure out why. Not block of going and paint, it was another story. It was not that I was not able to paint or to draw, it was more that I knew what I wanted to put on my painting, but I didn't know why. Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do that? Why this image? Why him? Not only Mark Hollis, you will see there is also P1000 and this moon. Why together? Why these images specifically? Because of course I have a model to be able to draw. And what do I want to put in the background? Why the background I don't like it? Why there is something which blocks me because I don't understand what I'm doing, you know? And all these questions, and at the beginning it was, yeah, but my situation in the US prevents me from doing that. And then I thought, no, I don't care where I am. It's not because I'm in France, in the US, wherever I am. I can draw, I can take a pencil and draw, I can take a brush and paint. That it's not linked to the place where I am. Of course, I need a minimum of space and a minimum of material, but you know, even you can take a piece of chalk or charcoal and draw. You can do that in a plane even if you want. So I thought, no, I'm not going to be stopped because of these kind of considerations, because even if I don't have the time to finish my painting, I will finish it later, and etc. So I started, and I decided to start without knowing why I was doing this and that. And once I made the main drawing, the sketch, something seems to be appearing somehow. There is something behind the idea. It's weird to have an idea and not knowing why we have this idea, but the idea was very defined. I mean, I knew exactly what I wanted to put on that painting, but I didn't know the meaning behind that. So what I think is that I'm going to do my painting without even wondering what is that. I will do it, and I think that the meaning will come after, because I'm sure there is a meaning behind that. I'm sorry for the fun, but it's the only way. There is a meaning behind that, I'm sure, and it will come. It will come. It's a kind of language. I am trying to say something on this painting. I just don't know what. But I know that I'm trying to say something. And when I know, I will tell you exactly what it is. I'm not showing you yet what I've done because for me it's not enough to show. But when I will be ready to share where I am, I will, I promise. And this painting will be done. It will take the time necessary, even if I take several months. Never mind. I'm always like that, you know. I have an idea, I'm excited to do it, I start it, then I stop, I don't know why, and I'm stuck, and I'm like, what I'm doing, who I am. And then suddenly one day, I don't know why, I wake up, I take my thing, and I start, and I don't even think about it, I do it. And I've always been like that, and obviously this is not an exception. Except that I've been sometimes faster to finish a painting. This one obviously is more difficult. Not technically difficult, I'm not saying that. I mean intellectually more difficult because I don't know the definition behind what I'm doing, probably. I don't know why while I was sketching I couldn't stop laughing in the same time, so that's weird. Especially that I had no reason to laugh actually. Well, okay, I will show you later. Okay, I will stop now because I still have to edit this video and I don't want to spend too much time behind my computer because of the heat. With the heat plus the computer, it's so hard, you can't imagine. If you have any question or if you have any idea of something you would like me to do about Mark Hollis and Talk, please let me know. The next videos will be one about decluttering. You don't see, but in my living room there are books everywhere on the floor. I am decluttering my books, and that is insane. That is insane because I'm more attached to my books than anything else. So it is a very difficult task. I have books here, I have books there, I have books there, I have books everywhere, and I need to reduce a little bit. Also, I have an idea of craft. Well, it's more art than craft actually, but I will do that in the next days, in the next videos, and you will see. And as I was saying, if you have an idea about Mark Hollis and Talk, something that you want me to talk about, please tell me, and if I think it's relevant and interesting, I will do it. Okay, I see you very soon. Bye bye.